There it is. Got myself the new DJI Mini 2. Actually sold my DJI Mavic 2 Zoom not too long ago and decided to give myself a little upgrade, if you want to call it an upgrade. It's a few trade-offs. But yeah, I wanted to get something that was a little bit smaller, more portable. The Mavic is still pretty easy to take around with you a lot of different places because of that fold-up factor. But I really like the size of that Mini 2. And I think I can get a little bit more accessories and batteries and stuff for the money of what it's worth. Yeah, I sold my Mavic 2 Zoom for $750. I also sold the other batteries with it for almost $1,000. Bought this guy for just over $500 and got plenty of money to spare or save it. But yeah, I found it on eBay for about $500. Got 5 batteries with it. It's supposedly almost brand new. The guy that sold it to me said that there's very little flight time on it. And yeah, let's open it up and see. Hopefully everything's good. Yeah, so like I said, I sold my Mavic 2 Zoom and got this. I'm gonna try to use it for wakeboarding. Hopefully it's good. Supposedly with the new Mini 2, has a higher wind resistance, flies a little bit faster than the original DJI Mini. Mavic Mini, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why they took the Mavic name off of it. It's a Mavic form factor drone. Everybody knows that as the Mavic style drone. But yeah, so open up the box. This is the Fly More combo. Comes with the shoulder bag you got here. Good amount of pockets here. Front pocket there. But let's open it up. See what all we got in here. Folds out like that. Drone is going to be right here on this side. Let's see. Still got, still got all the stickers on it and everything, so hopefully it's pretty good. Camera looks pretty clean. Got the remote right here. Your little wall charger there. Remote looks pretty good. Little scratch there on the side, but not too bad. And then here is your battery bank. Holds 3 batteries. There's a little power button on the side right there. It'll show you how much charge you got on all these guys. All right. All of your manuals and everything. And there should be some more. Okay, cool. You're like, where's the other 2 batteries? Here we go. And that makes 5. Sweet. Some more little stuff in here. USB-C cable. I'm guessing that's probably for the charger. Yep. Got some extra props in here. It's kind of cool. They like come attached together so you know what's for what. Extra little stuff in here. This is a little screwdriver. Extra thumbsticks in case you lose those. Don't ever lose your thumbsticks. They go in the bottom of the remote right here, and you just pop them out like that and screw them in. If you don't ever drop them, you won't ever need to replace them. But make sure they're always screwed in real good. Boom. Yeah, I think that's about it for this bag. Doesn't look like it has any other hidden compartments or zippers in it. I don't know if this came with it. Probably. It's an extra little foam pad for probably underneath the drone. I think there's supposed to be a little gimbal cover here. Maybe that's missing. So yeah, that is the new drone, the DJI Mini 2. And like I said, I got it off of eBay for just about $500. Got the Fly More combo. And Fly More combo usually only comes with like 3 batteries for $600. So it saved about $100 there. And then I also got 2 extra batteries for the same price. Yeah, so like one of these batteries is usually about $50. I got 2 of them. So that's basically saving another $100 there. So I think it is safe to say that I saved around $200 buying this off of eBay versus if I bought it from a store. Now, there is a bit of a trade-off with that. If you're buying a drone used from anywhere, whether it's eBay, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, from your best friend, whatever, if it's used, you are very likely not going to be able to buy the DJI Care plan with it, which is basically just their insurance or their warranty protection coverage. Versus if you bought it brand new, then you couldn't get that plan with it, and it's obviously another cost that you have to pay for. And then I believe it covers up to 3 drones. So say you bought your first drone, you crash it within the first week, you can send it back in, and they will send you a brand new one for another small fee. So there's an extra fee every single time that you have to replace it or repair it or whatever, and that fee is actually incremental. So say the first time is like $50, second time is like $75, third time is like $100. Something like that. That's not exact. It's different for every single different model of drone. But yeah, it goes up each time you have to do it. But for me, I'm okay taking that risk to not have the DJI Care because I've been flying drones now for like 6 years, a little more than 6 years. I actually got my first one from Drones Plus, from Chris at Drones Plus. It was a Phantom 3 Advanced, and that was back in December of 2015. So yeah, a little more than 6 years now. And I was even flying little toy drones before then. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in my ability to fly a drone, especially for what I use it for, is mostly wakeboarding. So yeah, if you're okay taking that risk, then you can look around for a used one. But if you are not too familiar with flying drones, it's a good option to maybe buy it brand new and get that DJI Care plan. Basically, there's 3 main reasons why I bought this drone. First one is going to be that it has 2.7K at 60 frames per second. It can shoot that as a video quality format, which is nice because if you're editing in post-production and you're shooting in 2.7K or 4K, you kind of have that ability to crop in a little bit before you really start to lose quality. Whereas if you're shooting in 1080p and you wanted to crop in post, you will probably noticeably see a difference in loss of quality as you start to zoom in. Whereas if it's 2.7K, you can zoom in, I think, up to 2 times before it looks like 1080. And 4K, you can zoom in up to 4 times before it looks like 1080. And especially on these small phone screens, they can only show a certain amount of pixels, and they're so small. Like 4K on a phone screen looks very similar to 1080 on a phone screen because the screen is so small. If you're on like a bigger screen, like a big screen TV or something, then yeah, you're probably going to notice a difference between 4K and 1080. But for what I use it for, even like 2.7 is going to look pretty good on a phone screen. But the other thing that I think is really cool about this drone that my Mavic 2 Zoom had is it has a zoom function. Now the one on this drone is a digital zoom, which is different from the optical zoom on the Mavic 2 Zoom. Optical, you're basically not losing any quality as you zoom in. I think the zoom on the Mavic 2 Zoom was up to 4 times, and then you could go even 4 times after that, but it became digital. So it combined optical zoom with digital zoom to give you a total of 8 times zoom if you were shooting in 1080p. But this, yeah, I think it has 4 times digital zoom, and I will actually be using that while I'm shooting wakeboarding instead of in post-production, because I like to have a little bit of a buffer between the drone and the rider or the subject, whatever I'm shooting. And the reason for that is because if the rider falls or if they butt check and shoot up a big spray of water or something, that gives me a little bit of a distance to get up and out of there to avoid that spray. Because I learned a bit the hard way last year with my Phantom 4 Pro. I was shooting over at the Nona Adventure Park. I was following one of my friends. He did a big old air trick and landed it, rode away, but he landed really sketchy and shot up a bunch of water. And I was, like I said, I was filming with my Phantom 4 Pro, and I was right up real close by him. And air tricks are even hard to stay up with the rider because they're edging and moving so fast. So by the time he landed, I was right there, and I flew through a big spray of water. And thankfully, the drone didn't go down, but got pretty wet. So I brought it back to me, landed it, turned it off, dried it the best I could, let it sit in the sun for a couple minutes. It was during a contest, so I wanted to keep shooting. But when I turned it back on, the gimbal just was dead basically. And it was funny because I still had the camera view, but the gimbal was just looking straight down. So something shorted or something went out, most likely because it got wet. So from then on, I'm kind of making the decision that most of the drones that I buy in the future are going to have at least some kind of zoom function in it, so that I can have that buffer distance between my rider and the drone. Because I would much rather have to zoom in a little bit to keep those nice close shots than risk flying through a spray of water and either losing a drone or having to replace something that could cost several $100s just because I'm trying to get like one shot. So that's another cool thing about this, is having the zoom. The third thing that I'm really excited about this, that I want to try, is the new remote. The remote is a little bit bigger than the original Mavic series. The original Mavic had the fold-out phone mount on the bottom, which I wasn't really a fan of. Kind of small, felt kind of cramped. But yeah, if you compare this remote to the size of a Phantom 4 remote, kind of similar. It's obviously a little bit smaller, but it's definitely a little bit bigger than the Mavic remote. The other thing I might mess around and change with, you can buy, is taller sticks. If you look at the sticks on the Phantom 4 remote, they're a little bit taller, and they're actually adjustable. Like, you can unscrew these and make them a little bit higher or shorter and kind of sort of customize them. And I did see that there are sticks that you can buy like that, like aftermarket ones that you can put on these, because these are obviously like screw on, screw off style. But I don't know if the aftermarket ones will fit in the bottom of the remote or not. But yeah, we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty excited to give it a try, and looking like I might be able to catch some sunset clips up at OWC right now. It's about 5:30, so if I'm going, I better go. But if you guys watch this whole video, thank you. If you're as excited as I am about this new drone and seeing how it works for wakeboarding, then subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try to kick my butt and stay on it, putting out more edits here on YouTube for you guys. And yeah. Thanks again. Like and comment. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see. If you have any questions about this stuff, let me know. I love talking about drones. I love talking about wakeboarding. So get in the conversation. Also, Happy New Year to you guys. I think it's just like 3 days after New Year. So have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next video.